students, namaste and welcome. This is your English classroom and I am your English teacher. Today we are going to do a lesson about grammar from your English book. This lesson is for grade 8 students, but this lesson can be useful for even higher levels and even junior levels. So it is very important for all the students or learners to watch. So please keep on learning from this video. Okay students, now as I have already told you, today's topic is connectives. It is from Unit 12 of your grade 8 English book. Are you ready to learn, students? Okay, then let's start. So the lesson is from District Profile. This is in your book in Unit 12, and under District Profile we have different information about one district that we have already studied in our previous lesson, and we have time for grammar in our today's lesson. So let me show you what we are going to learn today. We are going to learn some connectives in English such as to, so that, because, although, therefore, in order to. And before we start this lesson, let's preview some of the things that we'll have learned in our previous lesson. Okay students, so in the previous lesson we learned about one district out of 77 districts from Nepal. So that is Dadeldhura district. It is in far western province, entirely rural, that is yet to be developed, and its surrounding area, we learned about it. Its surrounding areas like Doti and Kanchanpur and India. And we also learned about its landscape that is mountainous. You can remember from the previous lesson. Nagi Malla, do you remember who is he? Yes, he is the last king there. Okay. And Dotia language is the primary language spoken there, and it has different geography, culture, natural flora and fauna. And we also learned about municipalities. There are how many municipalities did we say in the last lesson? Yes, there are 2 municipalities and 5 rural municipalities. And there is one important place, Amargari Fort, and there are different melas, fairs and jatras. And there is one route to Mount Kailas and Rara Lake. And there are Parvas and dance highly celebrated like Gaura Parva and Deura dance. Okay students, so that is the preview that we have already learned in our previous lesson. Now let's learn about grammar from this unit. So we have first a text. Can you see this text in your book? Okay. Under engage yourself, read the following text, underline the connectives. Read the following text and underline the connectives. Okay, so let's read, and please guess while I read. You can also read it aloud with me and underline the connectives if you identify them. One of the main reasons why so many children start smoking is that they see their seniors smoking. They think that it's grown-up thing to do. Moreover, they smoke in order to impress their friends. Quite judiciously, they are not ready to accept it when their seniors warn them about the dangers of smoking. They think if smoking is dangerous, why do so many adults do it? Okay students, now your job is to underline the connectives. Did you find now? Okay, let me show you then. Yes, one is that, another that is here, moreover, in order to, when, if. Okay students, these are some of the connectives in this text. So there are so many other connectives as well. You can find it in every text. So these connectives are found in almost all the texts. So you have to learn them, you have to identify them, and you have to use them to make your language better. Now we have another task. Text from text B. This is also you are supposed to read and underline the connectives here. Okay, students? Now let's do it again. Let me read it aloud. Please read it aloud with me and guess the connectives. Smoking can cause cancer, bronchitis, and heart disease. The nicotine inhaled from cigarettes makes the heart beat faster and makes the arteries contract. Okay? This can lead to blockages in the arteries, particularly in the legs. Cancer and bronchitis are caused by the tar and carbon monoxide taken into the lungs. Although these harmful effects are well known, people continue to smoke. Some people carry on even after having a heart attack or a leg amputated. Well, students, now I hope you have already guessed the correct connectives from this text. Let's see on your screen. These are connectives here, and another and, although, and even after, and or. Okay, there are different, you can see, types of connectives here. Some are in between, some are in the beginning, at the beginning. Okay, so now you have you have identified what the connectives look like. Now let's try to understand what they are and what they mean and how we use them. Now I'm going to explain it to you. Please, let's see them once again. So we have in our textbook exercises for, to, so that, because, therefore, in order to, and although. However, we are going to also discuss other connectives, and I'll also make you clear about overall connectives, what are they and what are they like and what they mean. Okay, students? So this will help you more than from your book. Okay, students, now let's see. These are connectives, as we have already said. These are connectives. Then, what is the meaning of connectives, or what are connectives? What is the definition of connectives? Okay, now let's see. Connectives, what do they do? Can you guess? By the word connectives, it means that something, it connects. So what does it connect? It joins, links. What does it link? Then, let's see the definition. Connectives are words in English. They are nothing than the words. They are simple words that join or link two words, phrases, clauses, sentences, ideas, or even paragraphs. Okay? It can join two words like Ram and Sita, and phrases like table, white table, and black table, and clauses and sentences. We know more sentences, more words and sentences it can join, or even the group of sentences, which is called paragraphs, also joined by the connectives. So there are different types of connectives. Okay, so connectives help us to extend our sentences and give more details and information. When you want to say something, you would like to say more about it. Then you add something with the connectives. Okay, so you can say, I go to school to study or to get the knowledge about various subjects. Likewise, you can add why you do something, what are you going to do after something, when you are going to do something, and what makes you do that thing. And you are going to give reasons and so on. So let's see what do connectives do. Connectives do adding, sequencing, contrasting, showing cause and effect, and showing purpose. Okay, so it adds information, it arranges information from first, second, third, and contrast. It shows the difference. Okay, someone is something is black, but something is white. It shows the difference between the two things or situation. So cause and effect is why something is happening. There is cause, there is effect, and there is result. Okay, so why something is done. Okay, that's the another type of connectives to show. And showing purpose is why you do something, that is purpose. Now let's see the examples. Adding, you can use and, moreover, also, next, for sequencing first, second, third, and finally for sequencing. And for contrasting, you can use but. Okay, Sita is short, but Ram is tall. Likewise, you can show the contrast, but and although and however. These are all similar kind of connectives. And showing cause and effect. What's the cause and what happened? Because, so, therefore. And showing purpose, why you do something, what's your purpose, what's your aim, so that, to, in order to. Okay, we will see the example and you will understand them better. Let's see first two types of connectives in English. Okay, students, there are generally two types of connectives in English. One is coordinating and another one is subordinating. This is just the slight information for you. You don't have to go into detail. Coordinating means something having similar some words or sentences having similar importance in the sentence. And subordinating means the sentence which has one important clause and another one dependent on the first one. Okay, so we have coordinating conjunctions, acronyms here, fanboys. You can find it easier for remembering them. So F for, A for and for ner, and B for but, O for or, Y for it, and S for so. So you can memorize these 7 coordinating conjunctions in English, which is highly used in English, by remembering the acronym fanboys. Okay, students, can you say it again? Yes, fanboys, F-A-N-B-O-Y-S. So these are the popular coordinating conjunctions in English. Okay, so let's see the examples what they mean. He is fat, for he always eats fast food. I have a dog and 2 cats. He didn't talk to me, nor he called me. I have got a piano, but I haven't got a car. Arjun lives in Kathmandu or in the USA. I ran fast, yet I came in last. So he was sick, so he couldn't play football. So we have different types of coordinating conjunctions here. Some are showing some reasons, some are showing some contrast, and some are showing the equal level of sentence, 2 similar sentences joined together, like I have 1 dog, I have 2 cats. You can join it with and. Okay, now let's see its meaning in more detail. For means here because. There are 2 types of use of for. For one type of for is for prepositions. You can use preposition as well, but that means different from connectives. So for as a connective can means because. Okay, students, let's look at this example. Som ate some bread quickly, for he was hungry. Let's look at the meaning. Som ate bread quickly, for he was hungry means because he was hungry. Here for means because. And means in addition to. Okay, in addition to. I take milk and sugar in my tea. And nor means and not. Sarla doesn't like apple, nor does she like pears. And but means however. It shows a contrast. All friends wanted to eat pizza, but no one wanted to buy it. Or means either one thing or the other. For example, we could go to the zoo, or we could go to a fun park. Either one thing, you do one or the other. So that's the choice here. It means but. The weather was cold, yet we enjoyed very much. You see that contrast here. Weather was cold. We are not supposed to enjoy the weather when there is too much cold weather. But if we enjoy, there is a contrast. So we see here at, use of at. And another one is so. We use so for in order to mean therefore. He is sick, so he is not going to the school. Therefore, he is not going to the school. Okay, students. So do you know their meaning now? Okay, in Nepali form means kinabane, and means ra ani pani, nor means na usle na uhale, but means tara yadapi tai pani, or means athava, it means tai pani, ra pani, tara, so means therefore, or tesaile, tesai karanle, and so on in Nepali to understand it clearly. Okay, students. Now you have got the idea about the coordinating conjunctions. We have subordinating conjunctions here. The list is like this. After the although, okay, as if, okay, if, as long as, because, before, even if, how, whether, even though, provided, since, so that, then, that, though, and till, unless, when, wherever, whenever, where, while, and so on. These are subordinating conjunctions. As I already said, that there is one important clause and another clause is attached to the main clause, that is called dependent, one dependent and one main clause. So we call these subordinating conjunctions because of these conjunctions using the, playing the role of a subordinating clause. Okay, students, now let's move. There is one example here. He is watching online lessons so that he can improve his English. Look, he is watching online lessons. This is one, the measure or main clause, and so that he can improve his English here. Another dependent clause here. So that's the subordinate clause. Now let's look at the contrast connectives in individual. Although, is despite, it, however, still, on the other hand, in contrast. Okay, they mean, that is something is different. And we have other lists as well for similar meanings, unlike, whereas, so on. And even though, on the contrary, nevertheless, while, in contrast to, in spite of. They all have similar meaning. For example, although means something in contrast, or in Nepali, tai pani, bhaye pani, bhayata pani, bhayera pani, huda pani, and so on. In contrast, त्यसको फरकपनमा अथवा फरक अर्थमा still भन्दाखेरि हुँदाखेरि भए पनि, however means पनि, भएर पनि, and so on. They have all similar kind of meanings. Okay, students? So you can use them and see their use. Let's see here for understanding them better. So contrast connectives, but is here used here. Raju is rich, Meena is, but Meena is poor. Okay, here you can see the difference. Someone is rich and another one is poor. And for the same similar sentence, Meena is happy, however Raju is sad. You can also use but here. Meena is happy, however Raju is sad. Raju is healthy, Som on the other hand is ill. Som is talented in math. In contrast, Raju is talented in science. While Som is poor, Raju is rich. Unlike Meena, who is poor, Raju is reads. Okay, here you can see contrast connectives. They show the differences between the two people or two situations. Here, Raju is rich, Meena is poor. Here, Meena is happy, Raju is sad. So that's the contrast. That's the difference. We show the difference with the use of contrast connectives. So little bit there is the changes in the use, the way they are used. You can see here, however, is used differently. On the other hand, is used differently. And contrast can be used at the beginning, like this, and while also like this, and unlike in the beginning as well. So you can see their difference here. Now let's see another type of connectives, that is for expressing purpose. So we have clause, okay, one clause, then in between a connective, and then another clause. So first there is action, why you do it. For example, you do your homework, connectives then, and your purpose, to learn English or to do better in math and so on. Your purpose is there. So what are those connectives for expressing purpose? They are in order that, in order to, so that, and so on. So for example, you can see he brought an umbrella in order that we would not get wet. Look here, he brought an umbrella is an action, and in order that is one connective, and we have a purpose that we would not get wet. Okay, we would not get wet. Okay, that's the structure and example of expressing purpose. We will have another exercise later, so please have a look at this example and the structure. Now let's see the example, more examples for understanding them better. He is watching online lessons so that he can improve his English. To turn on the device, press the red button. It was necessary to kill the tiger in order to save people. He is going to Canada to learn English. The girl ran because she was scared. He was feeling very sick. However, he went to school. My friends do not like this idea. However, it can benefit them all. He got low grade in the exam, although he studied very hard. So first ones are purpose connectives, and the second part are the connectives of reason and unexpected results. So because was the reason and another unexpected results. Unexpected results means same thing that we said contrasting earlier. Contrasting means we have one situation but the result comes the different one. So the first situation or the first idea is different, contrasting from the next one, or unexpected result is seen there. Okay, students, now what I have till now talked about is that we have two types of connectives. One is coordinating connectives. Under connectives we have coordinating connectives like fan voice. We have already listed them. So you can now identify which connectives are belonging to which categories. Well, students, we have talked about different types of and categories of connectives. So first, let me just remind you, we have talked about fan voice, that is the list of coordinating conjunctions. F for, A and nor, B but, O or, Y at, and S so. So do you remember, are they coordinating or subordinating? When is subordinating, to is subordinating, and although subordinating, and however subordinating, and is in this list, so it is coordinating, in order to, subordinating, so that, and all other are subordinating. And here we have contrast connectives like although and however, and for showing purpose we have to, in order to, and so that. Okay, students, that's what we have talked till now. Now let's look at the text once again, see the sentences, what they have in their meanings. So look at this sentence here. One of the main reasons why so many children start smoking is that here you have sentences attached. They see their seniors smoking. Can you see this? Another sentence attached to the first one. First sentence is, so many children start smoking, in their childhood. So the reason you hear that they see their seniors smoking. So we have attached sentence here. So another sentence we have is another with the connective that. They think that it's a grown-up's thing to do. One sentence is they think, another one is it's a grown-up's thing to do. So that is connecting here. Moreover, it adds the idea, more ideas to this previous sentences, that they smoke in order to impress their friends. Here we have another, in order to impress their friends. Look at this sentence. They smoke in order to impress their friends. We have sentences connected here. What are those sentences? The first sentence is they smoke. Another one is they impress their friends. So it is connected here. So another one is when. They are not ready to accept it. One sentence. When their seniors warn them about the dangers of smoking. So another sentence is they are not ready to accept it. One, their seniors warn them about the dangers. So these are the two sentences connected by when. They think is one, and smoking is dangerous. Here we have another sentence attached. It is also called if sentence also. If smoking is dangerous, why do so many adults do it? So we have similar sentences here with the connectives, and is a coordinating connective here. It connects two sentences, similar sentences. So first, smoking can cause cancer and bronchitis, one, and it can cause also heart disease. So we have also as the meaning of and here. So we have similar and although here. Although these harmful effects are well known. One sentence, these harmful effects are well known. This is one sentence. People continue to smoke. Another sentence. So although is contrasting here. Harmful effects are well known to the people, but they smoke. That's the different result, unexpected result. Look at here. People know that it's dangerous, but they smoke. So we use although here to show the unexpected result in the sentence. People carry on even after having a heart attack. Okay, even if they have the bad situation and they carry on that habit, or a leg amputated. They have heart attack or a leg amputated. So we have another connective here. Okay, those were the examples. Now we have exercise from our book. Can you see that? Please have a look at your book on page number 124, and please see the exercise under B, study. Read the text again and note down the connectives. Supply the correct connectives to the following statements. Now let's read the statements. We have the choices: to, so that, because, therefore, in order to. Okay, Muna did not attend the party because she was feeling unwell. Because she was feeling unwell. Look here. She did not attend the party. The reason, here reason connective. Reason is she was unwell, she was sick. I managed to get up earlier, complete my work. Okay, this is the action, and this is one, purpose. So what can be the connective? It's purpose connective: to complete my work. She is looking for a job on money. She is doing some action and there is a purpose. So what is the connective here? Purpose connective here. So that, or in order to. There are three purpose connectives. The best fitting one is in order to, on money. So we read the newspapers, we can get the current news. So we have action, another one is the purpose. Here we getting something news. So we put here so that. You did not do any homework last night. The reason, you will do extra homework. Therefore, for that reason, you will do extra homework tonight. Okay, so here you see differences for using these connectives. Some are used before the clause. Here we have full clause. Clause means we have subject, verb, and object, and some are only the verbs, verb 1 and the noun. So these are the infinitive verbs. We have infinitive verbs here. After to and in order to. After so that, we have to have a full clause. Okay, students? And other because also needs clause, and therefore as well needs the same clause, similar clause. Okay, now let's complete other sentences for whereas, however, yet, despite, even so, but, although. Chicken meat is white, whereas buff. The man has much money, however. The weather was snowy, yet I can manage to stay cheerful despite. Your idea is good, even so, we have to. She is beautiful, but although she loves her job, she decided to. Okay, you have to complete. Can you complete these sentences? Okay, let me help you. Chicken meat is white, whereas buff is red. Okay. The man has much money, however, he is unhappy. The weather was snowy, yet we did not feel cold. It was snowy, it was supposed to feel cold, but we did not feel cold. So we use yet there. And I can manage to stay cheerful despite all the losses. Okay, these are the, some of the sentences I have completed. Now you can guess. Your idea is good, even so we have to ask our teacher or our parents. You can add here. She is beautiful, but she is rude, or you can add something that is opposite from her beauty. Although she loves her job, she decided to. When you love your job, you need to continue it. But if you decide to quit it, then it's unexpected. So you can say she decided to quit. Okay, now let's do one more test or exercises for testing yourself, how much you have understood. Let's see the choices here. You have alternates to choose. So harmful effects are well known. People continue to smoke. Can you guess the right one? Is it so that, although, therefore, or to? Okay, so here we have, yes, as you have said, although, this one, these harmful effects are well known. People continue to smoke. He was happy. His mother fulfilled his every demand. So here we have because the reason for his happiness is his mother fulfills all his need. It was necessary to kill the tiger. You have infinitive verb here, so we need in order to or to. It was necessary to kill the tiger in order to save the people. Yes, you are right. Okay, can you guess for this one? He was feeling very sick. He went to school. This is unexpected. If you are sick, you are not going to school. So unexpected one, which one shows the contrasting or unexpected result here? He was feeling very sick. However, he went to school. Okay, so however, he went to school. Raju is rich, Meena is poor. Here again we have seen contrast, so we can see. Okay, but here for showing the contrast. He is sick, he is not going to the school. Here is the reason why he is not going to the school. So which one shows the reason? Can you guess? Yes, here, so he is not going to the school. Okay, students, now you have completed the task. I think you have known all these connectives very well now. Now let's move to the final exercise, that is activate yourself. Here we have to choose an appropriate profession for your life. then write some sentences why you have chosen this profession. Okay, I'll have some sentences to make out of. So there are many nice professions I'd like to have. I want to choose one. I want to be a scientist. I like new inventions. I want to invent new machines. I want to make life easier. Okay, I'll help you to write. Okay, students, so how to write, how to connect these sentences. Well, students, now I have some helpline for you. There are a list of sentences. There are many nice professions I'd like to have. So you can write, there are many nice professions I would like to have. I would like to have. Now there is one more sentence. I want to choose one. You can say, however, I want to choose one. And there is another sentence. I want to be a scientist. I like new inventions. You can say, I want to be a scientist. Here you have the reason why you want to be a scientist. There is the reason, that is scientist, because I like new inventions. So here I have added the connectives. And the last sentence, pair of sentences are, I want to invent new machines. I want to make life easier. There is one intention and the purpose. So the sentence is, I want to invent new machines. Now this is your intention. Now you have the purpose, to make life easier. Okay, students. Likewise, you can create your short paragraph about your professions using these connectives, fanboys or other contrast connectives or purpose connectives. So you have here like this, there are many nice professions I'd like to have. However, I want to choose one. I want to be a scientist because I like new inventions. I want to invent new machines to make life easier. Okay, so here it shows reason, it shows purpose, and it shows contrast in your sentence. Likewise, you can make your own sentences and explain why you do something and what else you want to do, and so on, and what is your intention or a purpose, and so on. Okay, students, so I think this lesson will be helpful for you. Please apply it in your writing and do the exercises. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you again. Namaste.